What's up, gaming heroes? Welcome back to an... Brew, stop itching against my desk, please. Thank you. Get on. What's up, gaming heroes? Welcome back to another awesome World of Warcraft video. This is the second time I'm recording this intro because the first time my dog decided that he was going to itch his butt against the desk, and so the footage was like this as I was trying to record, and I was a bit like, just bruh, do you mind? In today's video, we're going to be looking at 4 fantastic mining farms that you can do in World of Warcraft Shadowlands to make loads of gold. In this World of Warcraft gold making video, we're going to look at 4 different farms that I regularly use to make a lot of gold in World of Warcraft. These are brilliant if you're starting on a new realm, or if you're just starting from fresh and you're brand new to gold making. This is a great way to start. I do just want to say that these farms have been on my Patreon for over a month now, and whenever I come across a new gold farm, I typically share it on Patreon and then I share it to YouTube a little bit later, depending on the farm. If you do want to access some of my secret gold making methods, then please feel free to sign up to my Patreon. That supports me. And as a thank you back, I give you guys access to all of my gold making guides, such as the Garrison gold making guide, my TSM strings for crafting, and even my general gold making guides. Thanks very much to the patrons who have supported me so far. Alright, let's get into the video. First up, we have one of my favorites to do, especially when I get on a new realm, and that is Uldum. Uldum is a brilliant mining farm. A lot of people say that they like to have herbalism alongside mining for this, but I actually found it more inefficient to have herbalism with mining at this farm. Personally, I get a lot more gold per hour when I just do this mining at this spot. What you're after here is a mixture of pyrite ore, elementium ore, and all the rocks, the gems that come along with it. You can get a hefty amount of gold from this farm, and it sells very regularly. What I typically like to do with this farm is farm up basically 200 ore and then 200 bars. After they've got 200 bars and 200 ore, I move on to another farm and I stick that on the auction house, and I do the same over and over again. Typically with mining, that's what I like to do, is farm up 200 ore and 200 bars. Sometimes I'll farm up 400 ore and then 200 bars. When I say farm up bars, what I'm saying is farm up enough ore to make 200 bars and then farm up enough ore to sell bars and ore. That way you're basically covering 2 markets and you're increasing your chances of getting sales. Now, the reason a lot of the people buy bars for this stuff is they will transmute those bars using alchemy, or they might just be wanting to buy those bars to train up a profession. There's many different uses for that, and the bars for elementium ore and elementium bars are very similar sale rates. So you can get very similar sale rates, and you're basically diversifying your assets, which is your ore and your bars, and increasing your chances of getting gold quicker. So that's what I typically like to do over at Uldum. The next one is over in Wintergrasp. So to get to Wintergrasp, this one, you want to go to your portal room, then go to Northern Dalaran, and then, which I believe should be Crystal Song Forest Dalaran, and then simply fly over to Wintergrasp. Now, a lot of people say, oh, Wintergrasp is really difficult to farm in because, you know, if there's a battle on, you'll get dismounted. That's okay. Just do it on a druid. If you do it on a druid, you can do what I like to call flight skip, which is basically where you go into flight form, and then as you're about to get the debuff that's going to take you out of your mount form, just simply turn off your mount form and then turn your mount form back on. You can do this mid-air really easily, and it's basically where you like skip along with the gravity of World of Warcraft, and you stay mid-air, and then you just turn back into flight form. The debuff gets, you know, reattached to you, and then you get like another like 9 seconds or 10 seconds of flight form before you have to redo it again. So it's a good way of farming, and you know, a lot of people don't like to farm this because of that inconvenience of the flight form, but don't worry about it, guys. You can easily make a ton of gold with this. Again, 200 ore, 200 bars, stick it on the auction house. They sell ridiculously well. It's not just Saronite you're after here, you're after, I believe, titanium as well. It just sells ridiculously well. So just farm yourself a load of this stuff, get loads of bars, get loads of ore. When people buy this stuff, they don't buy like, you know, a stack, they buy like 3 stacks typically, because for example, engineering, Northern engineering, you need I believe nearly 4 stacks of Saronite bars just to level it up. So realistically, it's very worth you guys farming this one up in particular. Get yourself loads farmed up, loads of ore, loads of bars, and stick it on the auction house. Again, with these types of things, I know I could literally hit just gold cap with just mining, because there's so many different ways that you could potentially diversify your assets when it comes to mining. So when it comes to mining, it's not just ores you're selling the bars, the ores, the gems. You could prospect the ores into gems. Honestly, there's so much that you can do potentially to make loads of gold using this method. Now, in the video, I am showing right now the skip method where, you know, the debuff gets attached to me. I jump out of flight form and then back into flight form. It's a great way of doing it. All right, this next one is a bit of an interesting one. I highly suggest you checking out on the auction house the value of ghost iron ore and ghost iron bars. And guys, just before anyone shoots me down or anything, these have a ridiculously high sale rate, okay? A lot of people buy ghost iron ore and bars, and there's many different reasons for it. I'm not going to divulge into all of them because, you know, some are gold making secrets, but in general, they are really good. And I talk about that a lot in my Patreon, why ghost iron is so good. Ghost iron here you can get, if you don't have herbalism, guys, do not have herbalism when you're going around doing this one. In my opinion, some people like to advise you to have herbalism, but really I don't suggest doing it at all. For me personally, it's never been good having herbalism on my character when doing this farm. It just distracts you and slows down your progress. Personally, I prefer to just stick mining on and just go do ore farming here. At maximum panda mining skill, you should get around 800 ghost iron ore per hour. If you follow the route, you know, that comes with worth it. Now with 800 ghost iron ore, you can easily make 200 bars and then sell the rest of the ore. Now it's worth noting that with this farm, sometimes I won't sell the ore, sometimes I'll just sell the bars, and that simply just comes down to the fact that you can get a lot more gold for your bars than you can for the ore a lot of the time in this situation. But it really depends on the realm and the economy on that realm, and how, you know, ghost iron ores and bars are selling on that realm. If you're having any troubles with it, just simply, guys, post it for 12 hours, do an undercut around like 3 hours in, and do another undercut 3 hours in. Just keep doing like that. You will sell them. You will sell them. Make sure you diversify and you go, you know, ore, bars, and if you really want to diversify even further, go into prospecting some into gems as well. The gems do sell because a lot of the mounts in Pandaria, in Mist of Pandaria, do need these gems. This has been a sustainable income for me just from, you know, ghost iron ore and bars, that I highly suggest a lot of people use this farm. Now the best way to get to Valley of Four Winds is simply go to your portal room, then get the portal to the Jade Forest, and then fly over to Valley of Four Winds. Super easy. If you're looking at, you know, how to get these routes and stuff like that, if you're wondering that, to get these routes, simply check out my video, which is called Worth It. And the video which is called Worth It will explain it, basically the add-ons you need and how to configure them so that you can get this, basically these routes super easily. It will explain it all there. So check out that video called Worth It. All right, now saving the best for last, guys. This best one, which is the last one, is it's quite an incredible one actually. I kind of love this one, and I hate it sometimes, and I love it, and then I hate it again. I'm like, this is really confusing for me. And the reason I love and hate this farm is there's not many ore. There's not much ore at all at this farm. However, what there is high value. So when you come across the ore, for example, you might get like 10% amount of the ore that you would, say, from Valley of Four Winds, but the value is more than 10 times the value of the ore from Valley of Four Winds. So you end up getting a ton of gold from this spot. From this spot, you can be getting fell iron ore from this spot. Then you can get adamantium, and then you can also get corium. Corium sells crazy gold, dudes. Crazy gold. So you can get an absolute load of gold from this spot. The unfortunate thing with this is you do have to level up, obviously, Outlands mining, which does take quite a while to do. But when it's done, and you can easily get a lot of gold from this. If you do just, 2 or 3 hours of this farm, you can easily have enough ore and bars to put on the auction house, and then you're gonna make a ton of gold over that month. So my best suggestion when it comes to this this video here is do all 4 of these farms. Do all 4 of them. Get bars, ores on the auction house, and you will easily get WoW tokens from this. Easily. If you have stocked up on the auction house at all times, 200 ore, 200 bars from each of these, you'll easily get WoW token. Easily every month. More than a WoW token. Just if you keep that stocked up, that's all the gold farming you'll have to do. It won't be much at all, and it's nice diversity. It's four different farms. That's it. Simple, easy peasy to do. And you're going to sell them because people need this stuff to craft. They need this stuff to make profit when crafting, so they consider it an investment when they buy this ore or when they buy these bars. Guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to support me at all, please check out my Patreon, where you can find 3 different types of gold guides. You've got my Garrison gold guide, you've got my TSM strings that you can use for crafting, and you even have my secret gold guide, which basically will give you the tools you need to get a WoW token easily every month. Really hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. This is Erosium, out.